Distinctions between adult education and community education. Adult is very much for the individual, and it can have community outcomes, but community education is about the ultimate goal of empowering communities. So you have both things going on.
Well, I think there's a great opportunity for community education methodologies and approaches to be adapted a bit more widely than has been in the past, because it has proven that these approaches work. And as Helen had said, community education seems to reach the places that other education doesn't reach.
Yes, I think in Ireland we really need community education, probably even more so now than in the last 10 or 15 years. Particularly for me, I feel that the beauty of community education is it offers a very creative space and a very flexible space. Groups can make their projects and their courses to be exactly what they want them to be. There's room for arts, music, writing, right down to VTAC accredited courses as well. So I think that we need community education so that people who don't have an opportunity to be involved in mainstream and formal third level education, they will have an opportunity to be involved.
So community education isn't mainstream education. Community education implies different approaches to normal education, or what that most people would consider. The first thing that pops into people's mind would be going to school and sitting in rows and facing one direction. And Freire would have been a great Brazilian methodologist, and he came up with a lot of approaches that are now used in community education. And he would have said basically that community education would be where people agree on what needs to be done. It's very much a participative thing, and it affects their real lives and the real issues in their lives.
Yes, I really enjoyed this morning. Something very different. It wasn't really what I expected it to be. Much less formal. Loved the singers. Really uplifting. And I think on an overall thing, it really showed what community education is about. It's really great that people who are part of the courses were part of today, and I think that's really what's key to community education, so it was good to see that. Yeah.
And initially it is about personal impacts, and quite often somebody gets involved for personal reasons. However, the processes involved in community education builds a collective capacity which actually enables individual progression to multiply. I see community education is primarily for people that the education system has failed. Failure has been put on too many of us who have gone through formal education system, ending up like Anne described today at the conference, that little girl at the back of the room being told she was stupid. That's, in my experience, that's been the experience of many women I have worked with. And this different experience is based on principles of respect, based on principles of equality, of recognizing people's experience, and ensuring that the voices that are usually not heard are heard.
So to me, community is people being concerned for each other, looking out for each other. Yeah, overall, I really enjoyed today.
I think there are lots of benefits to community education. There are benefits to the individual, the family, the group, the community, and I think there's a benefit to society as a whole. I think community education has the potential to change the world. I think It develops leadership. It develops a very life-affirming leadership that is about people and about community and about the things that matter in life. I think it has the potential to challenge the kind of thinking that led us into the current crisis that we face. I would hope that the communities who participate in community education continue to grow stronger and to make their voices heard and to bring about the changes that would improve the lives of all their communities. It's a group process, it's about the collective rather than the individual. I absolutely loved today. I had an absolute ball. I mean, when do you get to start your Monday morning's work with a song? I think we should all take it on board and do that every Monday morning. I think there was just the energy in the room was amazing. Everybody here had some involvement in community education, and it showed. I would just like to say how much I appreciate everybody who plays whatever role, big or small, in community education. I do think it's a magical thing, and I do think that it's like an alchemy. It's the whole is greater than the sum of the parts.